All right, welcome to the Handstand Beginner Series Part 4. This is the part everyone has been waiting for. Now we get upside down. So for people who are completely new to doing any handstands and you can't do a back to wall kick up and you are a bit scared of going, and it's very normal, going up into a chest to wall handstand, I suggest using a box or the back of your couch or a kitchen stool, whatever you can put your feet on to help you start to stack your shoulders. So here I've got my trusty box set up. If you are really new to the game, and the easiest way of getting in is to slide over the top, hands down, walk out to about your hips. So my hips are just come off the box, and then push up with your feet. And I'm trying to push my shoulders towards the box and my hips up into the air. We begin with holds like that, and it starts to get you used to stacking the hips, shoulders above the hands. All right, so now we have an idea of how to create the shape we're looking for in a handstand. We can apply it to the wall. If you have a back to wall handstand, we'll go through that first. It's the easiest for beginners to access, and it's the safest. It's the easiest to come out of. So we're going to kick up to a back to wall handstand. Hands as close to the wall as you can, and we're going to apply everything we did in the line drills. Exhale, ribs down, posterior tilt, and then reach with the toes and reach with the hands. Now I'm looking at you so I can see the camera and talk to you, but ideally you would be looking between your hands. Because this is teaching you where you need to look when you are actually doing a handstand. If you are a complete beginner, I'm going to show you a variation too. So you can either use a box, like so, or do it halfway up the wall. Let's look at halfway up the wall and then a chest to wall. Hands down like so. If you climb up halfway, and I'm pushing my hips out over my hands, but trying to do everything that we were doing in the line drill on the floor. Cartwheel up. So we do the cues. Exhale, ribs down. Posterior tilt, and then reach with the hands and reach with the toes. Keep reaching. Keep the ribs down. Keep the posterior tilt on and the heels together. They're hard, but the harder you work here, the more efficient and easy it is when you get to the floor. If you are comfortable holding a back to wall handstand or a chest to wall handstand, here's what I would like you to work on. We need to build up time holding either position, back to wall or chest to wall. We covered that in the line work. And here's some options to help you start finding and feeling the balance, how to use. I referenced the hands being like feet. This is your heel, these are your toes. So we go up into a back to wall handstand, we're going to try and get our line on, and then you're going to use your fingers to try and bring you away from the wall. I like to build up reps before trying to come off and hold, but both options are viable. To demonstrate, kick up into a back to wall handstand, line on, reaching. Now I'm using my fingers only to bring my feet off the wall. Those are called heel pulls and a very effective method. The second drill we're going to cover is a toe pull. So it's the opposite. We're going to go up into a chest to wall handstand and try and pull the toes from the wall by leaning the shoulders, not by kicking the feet off, by leaning the shoulders. So we want to get in close to the wall is easier. Shoulders lean forward, maintain your line, toes become light, Press up. Slide forward, fingers on, up. Slide. Slide. And I've left this last one till last. It is the easiest to start feeling the balance, but the other two drills are very essential to build your practice. You need to know how to use your hand to move your body back and forth. Overbalance means going over to fingers, underbalance is going back away from your fingertips. So we need to know how to counteract both forces. So this is a back to wall scissor. Bring our hands a little bit further away this time. Kick up into a back to wall handstand, leaving one leg off the wall. Now we want to be very slow and bring this front leg that I'm shaking to a point where you feel your weight in your hands, and then use our fingers and our hands to adjust what the body's doing. And you start to get a sense of what it feels like to balance. The chest to wall option is the opposite. So we're going up into a chest to wall handstand, one leg away until you feel your weight in your hands, and then use your hands to adjust the balance back and forth. Get the line on, 1 foot away. There it is, the weight's in my hands. We can use all of these drills to help us start finding the sensation and the feeling of balance in our handstands.